Okay, and evaluator number 3 this evening is Russ Dantu, and he will be evaluating Gord's speech on value.
Madam General Evaluator, ladies and gentlemen, and my friend Gord. Gord, I was worried that you weren't going to give me anything to help you out tonight. You were going along so smoothly, and I was like, oh, come on, give me something, give me something. I was struggling for a while there. As far as your presentation style, you were very confident up here. I knew you were an expert as soon as you started getting into your subject. You worked the room well, you had good eye contact, you opened up with a rhetorical question, which I thought was effective, because right away we're thinking and everything. I loved your pocket story, a pocket knife anecdote. I wish it would have gone a little bit more, given us a little bit more history of when you got it from your dad and what you've used it for and how much it means to you. But I like the way you showed the contrast. It was great value to you. It doesn't really have any value to anybody else. So I thought that was effective when you were showing the different sides. So you had good examples throughout. There were a few areas, though, that I really think you could have had way more audience participation, which was one of the areas that I was to mark you on tonight. So there was a few things. First off, I would have had your word value on the board before. You could just gone up and turned it around. I think that would have been more effective than you actually writing out the word and everything like that. I think there was an opportunity for audience participation. You could have said, shout out some values to me. What do you think of when I say value? And you could have had audience participation that way. Okay, so now you've shouted out that. What are your values? What do you value? And then just had the audience more into it. And I know it's hard with a short 5 to 7 minute speech, but it was one of the things that you were supposed to. The other thing is you had fabulous alliteration with your S on values, except for I missed part of it. And it's like, I wanted to write them down and I couldn't. It's like, why isn't he writing them on the board for me? Why isn't he sharing it again? Because it was, to me, it was very important. And it was also a place where I could see there was a few smiles as well, and it was like you could have played on that to get a little more humor in the presentation with it. So I thought that would have been really good. One more thing as well was you teased us with this list. Well, why didn't we get the list? I wanted the list. I wanted the list. Either maybe you could have had it ahead of time where it was face down in front of us, do not turn over, so we could only turn it over, and maybe you could say, have a look at the list quickly, scan down it, and pick your biggest value on there. Or just something like that for some more audience participation. And then I'm not sure if you looked at the red light or not, but your ending seemed just a little bit abrupt. You had this great message for us, and it was very intriguing throughout, and I'm not sure what you could do with it, but just a little stronger call to action, or give us that homework and say, now, when you come back and see me next meeting, I'd love to see those sheets filled out, and I want to know what you're going to do with them, or something like that, just to give us a call to action. But it was a very intriguing speech. You're definitely an expert on the subject, and I hope I'm here to see your revised speech. Thank you.